Hi, what up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my video. I thought about it a lot, but all these people, for example, with addictions, wanting to be constantly high, they doubt themselves. Doubtless makes limitless and boundless. So I was like a normal Nephilim, right? You can already tell I'm 2 meters tall, but anyway, the spirits told me in my soul that I changed to an archetype Nephilim. So basically, being a Nephilim who's in control of his light and dark side within thyself. You keep dark and light in alignment, and then you level it up, not separately, but together as one. For example, heaven has one source of power, and that's light. Hell has only one source of power, and that's darkness. So we have both, light and dark, at least if you didn't lose your soul through murdering or inflicting heavy cruelty upon other life forms. Makes you lose your light too. But anyway, if you bring this together in a balance, then you truly become powerful. Because if you make your darkness fundamentally loving and your light is loving, then your darkness becomes a source of light, and then your light becomes a source of light. Then you put it together in one big source coming from two sources, and then you illuminate much more light than using one source. But only if darkness and light is both nice, loving. Darkness and light was always supposed to be good, and that's why we stayed in these dimensions of heaven, hell, and earth. We're staying stuck at the bottom of existence. What I truly think or feel is all the spirits of heaven and hell all need to get light again for the one who lost it. And then they almost find a host, a Nephilim body. So heaven, hell, and earth becomes one. And then we all have a spirit host. Maybe some are meant for demons, some are meant for devils, some are meant for God, some are meant for archangels. If we all combine that, then we truly will be elevated to the next level. But only then, when heaven, earth, and hell works together. And it might seem a lot to some. Some might think I'm crazy, but this is the truth. We can do much more than we thought. But you must figure these things out yourself. Meditation is key towards your evolution. If you're light or dark, it doesn't matter. You must connect to your light and dark side within thyself, else it will never work. Else we will be trapped here forever and ever and ever. Nephilims are of course, offsprings between heaven and earth, and Nephilims are offsprings between hell and earth. So basically, a demon making a child with a human, therefore comes a Nephilim. Like God or archangels or Norman angels making a child with a human creates an Nephilim or an archetype Nephilim. In my case, maybe I was always an archetype Nephilim and just woke up, but the possibility could also be that I evolved from a normal Nephilim to an archetype Nephilim, just elevating my mind over and over and over again, constantly growing within thyself. Your mind, let me say this, your thought patterns influence your own animus. So your thoughts going through the animus, that's what makes you you. So when you get full soul control again, you can influence your own animus again in the way you want to look, in the way you want to feel. And when you learn this at a higher level, we probably can shapeshift too and stuff like that. Because we directly control our enemies with our thought patterns. Your very thought, your mind, your soul, your spirit, it all needs to be one. Your soul needs to be one with the body, with the spirit, and your light and dark self within thyself. Only then you will truly evolve. So, I'm supposed to be God, made in Adam his image. So when you see the picture of God touching Adam, that's two worlds becoming one. God is putting its spirit in the body of Adam. So for 500,000 years, us being stuck upon the earth was me slowly merging as the God avatar with the body of Adam and the spirit of Adam. And I think I'm the end result of that, because how can God know how to judge humans if he doesn't know how to feel like you, smell like you, live like you, feel pain like you, feel all these kind of things that a human feels? Only when God truly knows how to be human, he can judge its own creation. And I think a lot of creators do that in a multiverse district. They first create, then they become the creation, and then they elevate their creation towards dimension 21 with the potential to grow new creators. So a co-creator becomes a creator, but only if you reach dimension 21. Then you will get the title Alpha and Omega. And I've been so far only being able to teach this to one human. His name is called James, and he got the soul of the Son, so he's the new Jesus. Every time humans come in an end times or come in a spiritual evolution, awakeness, are Adams, we the Adams or the Nephilims or humans, we can be merged with souls like God himself, like archetype angels, devils, demons, depends if you're truly dark or light within thyself. But it, to truly merge with like an archetype angel soul is to be nothing but loving. And an archetype is fundamentally loving, even a dark archetype. Light and dark is supposed to be nice all at once. So you can combine these two sources of power to work as one. And that's why I probably evolved from a Nephilim, or I evolved to the level of an archetype Nephilim, being able to comprehend it in awareness. Your comprehension and awareness brings you in the moment of the now, which you can handle the most, the energies, the vibrations, the knowledge. It all comes down to comprehension and awareness. The more you can comprehend, the more you are aware of, the more powerful you will become. And every time it's an elevation in comprehension and awareness. And of course you do that through meditation. Meditation is the true source of information to nature, to God, to the universe. Like the rapper KRS once said, the real God, universe, nature, all one. And I'm lucky I'm the last obsidian archetype. I merged as an atom with the last obsidian archetype. And I could eventually comprehend its true awareness. So really become one with my archetype. You must not use an archetype just as a source of power. You must communicate with your archetype. You must be in alignment with your archetype. Then the true source of power will be released. And that's why you can feel me heavily in the air worldwide. I'm that person, I'm that energy you feel now worldwide as spiritual beings. That's my power. That's my true source of strength. And I haven't even evolved yet. I'm already this powerful as an archetype Nephilim, and I haven't even started yet. When my truly true power becomes manifested around me, you change, and your thought must become stronger. Your thought patterns must become stronger than the space around you. So the space we live in now, in the light or dark where we live in, we must overcome it. We must become masters of the primordial light and darkness, because primordial light and darkness are primordial elements. So God used to be the master of the primordial element light, and Amara, his wife, used to be in control of the primordial darkness, being masters of it. So being able to conquer light and darkness. You must conquer light and darkness. And the space you see all around us, it's working against you, because if you're not in control of your own space around you, it will control you. It will control you. So therefore people feel miserable. Life is sometimes good, sometimes bad. Life is sometimes a blessing, sometimes a curse. It's because the space around you is controlling you instead of you controlling it. We can all control these things with our power of our mind, but you must focus. Focus for real. I meditated 10 years straight by meditating a lot at first, by creating a state by being between being awake and being asleep. Once you have this this lucid state between being awake, being asleep, then you can meditate all the time. When you sleep, when you're awake, when you are getting up in the morning and feel a little bit dizzy of being in other dimensions, other realities. So yes, you must control thy own space. You must be in control of your body. You must have full soul control. This is what we used to do. We used to manifest our own surroundings through thought patterns. And I, as God, made in Adam his image now. I remember that when I was only God, not merged with Adam, I could create a universe, a multiverse, planets with a simple thought. But you must be in control of your thought pattern, because once you evolve, your thoughts will manifest into your surroundings. So when you're not in control of your thoughts and you think volcanoes erupting and people getting killed, it will manifest around you in a very powerful way. That's why probably our minds are so weakened right now, and it takes time for your thoughts to manifest into your surroundings, maybe days, weeks, months, years. But it used to be all at once, instantly, without doubt. Doubtless creates limitless and boundless. So hear me correctly. Doubtless creates limitless and boundless powers, mind, spirit, body, all at once, your archetype. I think maybe when you get a real archetype, your archetype is your body. You must communicate with your body. Be one with it. Know when it's time to relieve yourself on the toilet. Know when it's time to eat. Know when it's time to exercise. Know when it's time to rest. You must feel these things instantly, without doubt. Just be. When you are born into this world, how we used to do it as souls was differently. You wait until the age they talk. You don't give your child a name. You wait till it talks. And then you ask, what is your name, soul? Did you have a name as a soul? And usually kids stay spiritual, see things around them that adults can't see until the age of 5, 6. And by then they will remember the name of their souls, a woman or man. And then you will have no rebelling teenagers. Every time your child feels something, they come straight to you. They are interested because you can teach them that meditation is a source of information through nature, God, and the universe. You can teach them all kinds of things, how to be fundamentally loving, to show affectionate towards others, all kinds of things. When you teach your children at a young age to control their emotions, to not walk away from the soul, You won't have all this trouble when they get teenagers. They won't rebel. They won't go outside smoking drugs. They won't go outside fucking everyone's brain out as horny teenagers. You must understand, we're so deep in shit that we have forgotten that no one can be the best anymore. This world has been decaying for 500,000 years, and most don't realize even if you are your best version, you're still a much worse version of yourself than you could have been 500,000 years ago, living in alignment, living in a connection. We all are a shackle of the chain, of a real chain, a collective chain, talking through the mind. But you must focus. And that's why you have people being schizophrenic. All these parts inside of you, every time you feel something, you are a different part of yourself. So you must make that part good inside of yourself. And then the next feeling you have, you must make good too. And eventually you will go through all the parts inside thyself and make them all good so it becomes one strong light again. Every time you do good, you grow in light inside of yourselves. Every time you do wrong, you grow in darkness within thyself. So you must make all the parts within thyself good again. And that's why you have people being schizophrenic, because all these parts inside of yourself that makes you one used to be good, and now some are bad, some are good, and they're fighting in thoughts, in thought patterns inside of the host, his body. So that's why people schizophrenic, they speak out loud, they say all kinds of things, because all the parts inside of yourself that makes you one, most of them are fucked, uncontrollable, can't handle the level of spirituality when you awaken, or for living so long in lower frequencies, their body can't handle the stress and the pressure of these low frequencies, because it's asking for higher frequencies, but only it gets lower weakened frequencies. So that's why the body usually trips. And that's why you have like retarded people and people with Down syndromes and all kinds of things. They used to be fundamentally loving souls, and they can't handle this lower frequency. So their body starts to trip, they're doing all kinds of movements and stuff. It's because they can't handle the level of pain. They're too good as souls to be born in this world, and that's why they trip in their own body. And it could also be certain chromosomes who haven't been fully developed yet, or it could be in the very DNA coding, your DNA coding being changed. Also fucked up. You must understand, living for 500,000 years in a decaying world has brought us so much lower than we already thought. Yes. And 31 May 2027, this will all be over. There will be no great reset this time. The universe will end. So what are we gonna do about it? We already evolved, so I think we will save it. Maybe through our thoughts we can make this planet healthy as the first day it was born. I hope one of us gets strong enough through the power of its mind to do that. I hope I am that person, but maybe someone will surpass me and do these things, but I think or feel it all will come down to me. And I have to find the true Amara too. When I stood in relationship with the true Amara, we got powerful. But we started fighting each other, and eventually we both lost most of our powers because we don't stand in relationship with each other anymore. And yes, I created humans and I created all these things. So she got kind of jealous because she wanted to be nothing with me. But I do realize now, creating things is also meaning I must endure this until creation is done. But I won't create anything after this. After this, just want to be forever with my soulmate too. We all have a soulmate. Once you find your true soulmate and you really grow with him or her, you will become more powerful than ever. And that's why you see these power couples worldwide. They do it through money, but you can do it also through different ways. But that's why the most powerful people in the world are power couples. They both are the best version you can be in a big hellhole, and that's why they thrive the most, they achieve the most, together, strong, knowing each other inside out, knowing each other's pleasures, knowing each other's wisdom, knowing each other's weaknesses, and all kinds of things. I said enough. Do what you want, but I'm gonna evolve as an archetype, and nobody will stop me. I will destroy anything on my path once we truly evolve. I want a paradise on earth. Anyone who can accept that, coexisting with everyone on the planet until these bodies fade away. And I believe there will be a new earth and new heaven soon. So everyone that came from heaven will go back to heaven. Everyone that came from hell will go back to hell. Everyone that came from earth shall stay on the earth. And that's how it's gonna be. And if you got other plans, you have to deal with the most powerful obsidian archetype you probably ever met. I'm something that never has been seen before. The God avatar merged with the perfect Adam. The very first Adam, the original one. Me and Amara are basically Adam and Eve, Amara and God, Mary, Amaru. I'm Amaru, she's Amara. Then I'm Adam, then she's Eve. And then I'm probably something like, I don't know. She's also called Rosemary. So maybe I'm just supposed to be called Mark. I guess that's my name, Mark. At least my slave name. That's the way I see it work. Adam and God and Amara and Eve are the same thing, just manifested into bodies, because we were pure amoral force, just pure light, pure darkness, and we came into the bodies of flesh, and that's when we became Adam and Eve. That's why I told this God, love me as you would love humans, because I knew I was going to be a human down there, going through the reincarnation cycle, becoming the end version of what I am now, the best version I can be on earth, with the God avatar mixed with the Adam body. I said more than enough. Believe what you want, but we're gonna evolve, and there's nothing they can do. 31 May 2027, it will end for us all. So they can destroy us all, we can destroy them all, but in the end we all lose, unless we know how to become immortal again. I think time is God, and God can make time flowing, then we become mortal, but God can also put time still, just in one calm frequency. And I think when that is done, we all become immortal again. I think time standing still is immortality, time spinning is mortality. Probably has to do a lot with these deep things, with time itself, God itself, the universe itself, nature itself. You must think through different perspectives at the same time. You must think about the same perspectives in a different way all the time. Think of different perspectives at the same time too. This is deep thinking. This is deep feeling. So, yeah, good luck. Bye.